Basically, I'll be asking a few set of questions to you about border.
Okay.
The first question is, what does border mean to you?
Border means to me is a security. As we have created a wall around our home, it gives us the sense of security. We can create a culture around that border only. So that's what I think border is meant to me.
Okay.
Is it for home also, even for country, and even for playground, wherever it is.
Okay. What does war have to do with borders?
I think I'm not clear about that question. What does it mean by? But what I think war.
So basically, what I mean here is, what does war has to do with border, and how are these two things connected according to you?
I think one country should not interfere with another country's, physical limits or something. They should not invade in their other ground. That's how I think. That's how the war happens. If one breaches some agreement toward that line, so I think that's how that war happens.
Okay.
If you are crossing one line, so might be that won't like it. That is the reason for the border actually.
So do you mean to say that it's only a physical line that is essential, or it can be some other line that the other party crosses, or the other country or state crosses?
If you talk about physical border, that's what means to me. But if you talk about mental borders, then it's an altogether different thing. Mental borders so many mental borders are there.
Okay.
I can't do that, I can't go there, I can't do.
We'll come to that.
Okay.
So, in fact, that's exactly what my next question is. What do mental borders have to do with physical borders? Like, how are these two things connected?
I don't know exact answer. I don't know exact explanation for that. For me, mental border is it's internal, which I think I could not do that. Means there are some beliefs which somebody passes on to me, and I'm still believing on that because that's my mental border. That's what I feel toward this question, and what it means to the physical border, I don't know.
Okay. What borders, as in mental borders, do you think you are struggling with personally?
First is there are rituals. Definitely, I think I'm somehow in that area where those are mental border for me. I don't eat chicken on Tuesday. It's a mental border for me. So that kind of thing, that ritual kind of thing, which you can say in our religion or what my parents taught to me, that kind of mental borders I definitely struggle on day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Some borders I cross, but some I can't.
So what is your parameter of crossing a border? Like, is there a set of rules that you have made for yourself that, okay, these are the things which I'll do and these are the things which I'll not do?
No, what I think is, if I feel it's correct, then it means, there should be some logic behind that. If there is no logic, then I think I should not, create a border for that.
Okay. So how do you think that we can go beyond our borders?
I think we have to be more liberal towards our thoughts. First, definitely education, and that education should be practical education. It should not be like theoretical education. It should be practical. What should be the logic behind whatever we are studying nowadays?
Okay.
And whatever knowledge passes on from one generation to another, there should be one chapter for logic also. Why we are saying that?
Okay. So what if I ask you that if your country, that is basically the geographical border that we call a country, goes on a war with another country, would you support your country?
Definitely yes, 100%.
Even if it's breach of other person's borders or liberties? Well, as you said in the first question, border means war means going into somebody else's territory.
Yes.
And invading their privacy or social norms or structure. So, do you still stand with your country even if it's wrong?
If I'll get the overall picture of the motive behind the war, then definitely I'll not go. Because as what I said, it's a mental border. I'll break that border because there is a logic behind that. If it's whatever I think, I definitely go. But when it comes to like it's not ethical, definitely I would not go.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.